Hey everybody, FunshineX here. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Beyond mods A to Z, where we're going to cover every single mod in the Feed the Beast Beyond pack, so you guys will be experts. Today we are covering the Engineer's Workshop block. It's one block, that's it. It does nothing. No, there's a ton of things this thing can do. There's a lot of mods that add custom crafting tables because the vanilla one sucks, right? It doesn't hold items, it doesn't auto craft, you can't input and output, and that kind of thing. So yeah, this is an amazing add-on I think a lot of packs should be using more of. It's called the Engineer's Workshop, and it's completely configurable with 4 different slots. It can hold crafting tables, so let's get one of those. It can hold furnaces. It can hold grinders, and the only one as far as I know that works in this pack is the sag mill. It classifies that as a grinder. The one that's actually called a grinder from Extra Utilities does not work. Macerator does not work. The one from Thermal Expansion doesn't work. So you have to use the sag mill for this one, but it works with the Ender IO. And it also works with alloy furnaces. And again, the Ender IO one is the only one it works with. So I'm going to put each one of these in one of these upgrade slots on the upgrade tab. So we've got a crafting table, a furnace, a sag mill, and an alloy smelter. Now, you can see it unlocked a bunch more spots in here, and that's for upgrades, which we're going to cover in just a minute. But you can see right now we've got 4 blocks in one. And just this single cube, we've got a crafting table, a furnace, a macerator, or a crusher basically, and an alloy furnace. Awesome. And they work just like normal. So let's get like some ore, and we can put those in the crusher. And they should crush up. Oh, wait, they need power. Okay, well, I can work off normal power, so let's just start with a solid fuel and burn some coal. That'll give a little bit of power in here, and you can see now our crusher is working. Let's get a little bit of an alloy going, so let's take some silver and some gold and put those in there. You can start making some elementium. We can take our pulverized iron and put it over here in our furnace, and that'll start crafting. So you can see the usefulness of the block, even if you just like made 4 furnaces. You know, it's all in one block. You don't have to have a ton, or 4 crushers or whatever, so you can crush your iron and your gold and your everything at once. This is a really cool block, guys. You can make all of your alloys in one block. I really like this mod. Is it showing yet? And we haven't even covered upgrades yet. So let's just for kicks and giggles, let's do like we're crafting golden helmets. For some reason we want to craft golden helmets. Actually, let's not do a block that actually crafts. Look, it's got a clear grid thing. Let's do something like bread. Alright, so in our crusher now we're going to crush the wheat. Let's take that out of there. And then the wheat, we'll take the flour and cook it. Yep, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to switch this one out for another furnace. And we'll take our bread and cook it here into toast. And then we'll take toast and combine 2 toasts together to make a toast sandwich. So in this one block, we're going to go from wheat to toast sandwiches. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to need a few of these upgrades that I was talking about. So let's just get rid of all this iron stuff. Who needs iron? And let's look at the mod again. Alright, so we first got one that's called the Auto Crafter upgrade. This only, if you shift on it, it tells you what it does. It says it doesn't stack very well, meaning you don't put more than 1 in a block, and it works with crafting tables only. So let's upgrade our crafting table with an Auto Crafter upgrade. Now, this recipe here basically comes a ghost image where it's not going to craft this toast sandwich for us if we only have 2 toast. But if we have more, let's get a few more in here. It's going to use power to do this. You can see our power is kind of draining. It should now auto-craft the toast sandwich. So the first copy of the thing is just for the recipe. Anything else that goes in here, we probably can even shift-click it in there. No, we can't. Will craft up a piece of toast sandwich for us. Awesome. Okay, the next one is a storage upgrade. So let's say this one, you can see it doesn't stack very well, only works with crafting tables again. So let's put it on there. And now we've got this input slot where we can store a bunch of toast. And we could store a bunch of other stuff, but it's just not, you know, it's mainly used for what's in the auto crafting. Pretty cool there. All right, our next one is the charger upgrade. Now what this does is right now I don't have any toast. So this thing is just sitting idle. Why not like pre-charge it so that as soon as toast comes in, it's already ready? Well, we can do that. You can do up to 8. So I'm going to take 8 of them and put them in this slot here for my crafting table. Oh, that's too many. If you're in creative, you can put as many as you want in there, but in survival, only let you put 8 in there. And you can see now, even though it doesn't have any toast to craft with, it's starting to craft. And it's going to build up a memory of how many times it's crafted this. Now, because I put 8 upgrades in there, it's going to try and craft 8 toast sandwiches. And as soon as toast is available, and we can do this on all of them, actually. So let's just put 8 in every single one. As soon as toast is available, it's going to instantly craft as many as it is charged up. So I think right now it's about to charge up the second one. You've got the light green, which it goes all the way to the top, and there's a darker green that counts like 1 to 8. So it probably should see a little, there we go. So we've got a little storage right there saying, I know how to craft this. I've already done it, spent the time, spent the charge. As soon as I put this toast, we're going to go from 3 to 5 almost instantly. That is really cool. I like that because a lot of times, you know, my furnace is sitting there idle and then I'm like, crap, I need 8 iron ingots, and I go take the 8 iron ore and I put it in the furnace, and then it's got to wait. So why wait? You know, just craft them instantly. Do it while I'm not even watching. That is a really cool part of this mod. One of my favorite upgrades in here is the pre-charger. All right, the next one is the speed upgrade. That's very similar to almost all mods that have this kind of thing. You can put 8 in any type of thing, so let's put 8 in all of them. They're going to use a lot more power, but you can see they're going to go a lot faster. Look how many times it's charging this, storing up this charge. Just did 7 and quickly. Yeah, but it's going to be really hard to burn coal to do upgrades like that when you're running that kind of speed. Let's do that in there, move these over there. Cool. And now your next upgrade, we've got the queuing upgrade. That adds an import queue, and that only works on furnaces and crushers. So let's go ahead and put that in there. We can put 3 slots, and now you're going to see our crusher has kind of like a backlog. So let's get a ton more wheat. We just harvested the whole thing. Now we can store 4 stacks of wheat in here at once, basically acting as its own hopper. And this thing also can hold more. I don't know why it's not going. Oh, we're out of power. That thing just went like crazy. So let's put blocks of coal in there. You gonna go? You having trouble? I don't know what it's having trouble with now. We're gonna remedy that soon. I think it's just trying to work too hard. It can't use the power. So we've got the efficiency upgrade, and that says I'm going to make better use of my solid coal. Maybe blocks of coal just don't work. I'm not sure why it's not doing anything. There it goes. Okay. So let's go back to engineers. Apologize. This yield needs 4 to get your best efficiency, and this is our first global upgrade. It's basically just saying we're going to get more power per coal that we burn. That's all that efficiency upgrade does. So if you're using solid fuel for this, you might as well get one of those and put one in there because it's going to make your coal last a lot longer. However, if you don't want to burn coal anymore because that's wasteful, you can get an RF acceptor. It's just a single one. You don't need these efficiency upgrades anymore because that efficiency upgrades only work with solid fuel like coal and that kind of thing. However, I could put the RF acceptor on there, and now I could get something like a creative capacitor bank. And let's just get an entry conduit just for the heck of it. One of those. And I could put this right there and put our conduit there. And now this thing is charging from RF. Pretty cool. It is now an electrical block. If you don't have an RF source, you can also gain RF by solar power panel. You can do 4 of those. So now let's say we're not accepting RF anymore, but the solar panel is going to charge it. This does not provide a lot of power, guys. It's basically only enough to run a single furnace on like its lowest speed. So the solar power is not going to get you far, especially since you can only put 4 in there. So it's kind of more your early game when you just want like you're out in the wilderness, you don't have a power source, you don't want to keep supplying it with coal, but you need this furnace to operate, then you can put a solar panel upgrade on that. All right, the next one is the auto transfer upgrade. You see these got this tab that we've been ignoring called transferring. Well, we need this auto transfer upgrade, which is you just need one of them, and it goes in the global. And now that enables this transfer slot. So we can say on the crafting table, I want to pull in from the, let's say the south side. If I can find it. Yeah, the south side has a little green dot on that. You can see it right there. So maybe we'll go on the north side, we'll input, and we'll output to the south. So let's now get a chest. Actually, should we get a creative barrel or something so we can have infinite wheat? Is there such thing? I think it's called a creative chest. If we put wheat in there, we'll have infinite wheat. Let's just assume this is hooked to a wheat farm. All right, so we now have infinite wheat to pull in from the north side, right? No. What is that? That's the green side. So the green is our input. Input enabled. There we go. And we're going to output north. All right, so let's get a chest here. All right, and that only works for the crafting table. That's what we selected for the crafting table. So is it pulling anything in? Oh, wait, we did the wrong thing. We wanted toast. Here, take this toast here. Infinite toast. Okay, it's not doing it because we haven't actually, we would need like a hopper to feed it in if we were doing that. Or an item conduit to pull it in there, which we can do. Let's do that. So let's put the thing here. Get a conduit. Item conduit, there we go. And put the toast back in there, and we'll say extract, always, insert. Now, there we go. Now it's just throwing the toast in there, crafting it amazingly fast. And then if we had some kind of like item conduit pulling it out, always, and insert. We're gonna get our toast sandwiches out here. So that's how you would do using the auto crafting with inputs and outputs and the transfer stuff. But then you've got different modes here. So let's say we select mode and then we click on it. And now we can say, okay, this is a output slot. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's different ways of configuring it when you select this select mode. But we could say output, we can do auto transfer. Okay, now we don't need these. All right, so we're gonna put our chest here with our toast. Go away. No, I don't like holes in the ground. And our other chest here with our sandwiches. And you can see now it's going to automatically be pulling in and pulling out. Maybe. Let's go transfer slot, input, auto transfer. Is that working? All right, guys, so we're back. We do have, it just says input enabled, input transfer auto, but for some reason it's not pulling. So maybe that's a bug, or maybe it's just I'm not understanding how that is supposed to work. I thought it was supposed to automatically pull if you did that. But let's go ahead and keep going with the upgrades. The next one we've got is a filter. So let's say now I'm going to replace this creative chest with a normal chest and put in the toast again. All the sandwiches we've been making. And on the upgrade slot, I want to put a filter on the global side. And that now in the transfer is going to enable this filter thing. So let's say for the crafting table, I want to pull in on a whitelist toast. Okay. There we go. So now it can only pull in toast. Then on the output, I guess it doesn't matter, it'll output whatever. But let's say also on the sag mill, I want to input enabled auto transfer of wheat whitelist. And now it's pulling it in. I don't know why it did before. Maybe because you have to have a filter set up, or maybe it just doesn't work the creative chest. But you can see now, guys, if we look at this, it's automatically pulling toast into this slot and wheat into this slot. Is that amazing or what? So watch what we're going to do. We're now going to say on our transfer things, for the crafting table, I now want to disable both of these. And on this one, I think it's easier with select mode turned on. We want to input enabled auto transfer, output enabled auto transfer. All right. So now it works both as an input and an output. So we can get rid of this chest. And it's going to take our toast, import it, craft it into toast sandwich, and output it right back into the same slot. All right. And we need to put, let's see, on the input, it's toast. Okay. So the sag mill is going to do the same thing. It is now an input auto transfer wheat, output enabled auto transfer of the stuff. And we're going to need also some flour and some bread. I can go back to transfer mode. So this furnace is doing which one? The top right furnace. Why do I always get out of it? Is doing the wheat, the flour to bread. So that one will be output enabled auto transfer, input enabled auto transfer of flour, whitelist. And then the bottom one will be input enabled auto transfer, whitelist bread, output enabled auto transfer bread. Now, do you see what's going to happen here, guys? It is going to automatically pull wheat in, automatically export it back to this chest, the flour. Pull the flour into here, export it bread into here, pull the bread into here, toast there, toast there. So basically, if we put wheat in this chest, let's just go and take everything out so it's a little more clean. All right, we crashed again, but it's just a client-side crash. It doesn't actually crash the whole game. It just disconnects you. So I think that only happens when you're configuring it. Normally, I don't see a crash like this. All right, so back to here. We are going to have a completely empty chest, and we're going to put only wheat in there. Bam. Pulls it in, starts crafting flour immediately, bread, toast, sandwiches. Come on, make us a toast sandwich, and toast sandwiches come out the other side. That is the coolest thing ever, guys. One block, automatically, just give it a little bit of power and some wheat, and you've got toast. Really cool. All right, can we make it even better? Are there any upgrades we didn't cover? I think there are. We've now got the transfer capacity upgrade. You can see it's pulling in this wheat, but slower than it can even use it. Well, if we pull in up to 6, and it's in the entire global upgrade, it'll now pull in like stacks. Look at it go there. It's pulling stacks of wheat, stacks of flour. It can't really keep up on the bread, but yeah, it is just flying through that wheat now. I just love watching all the arrows go flying across the screen. We've got power capacity. We're using so much power, we might want to save more in there. So that just has, I think, up to 16. Each of those adds 1,000, so we're going up to 24,000 power it can store now. Yeah, okay. We've got the fuel burner upgrade. Decreases the time between power consummations. I really have no idea what that means. I think that means like how often it tries to draw power. It'll just be more responsive. I don't know. I think it might burn a coal and then have a cooldown and burn a coal, and maybe this decreases the time. There's really not a lot of information on what this thing does. But if you're burning fuel, put that in there and see what happens. And then the last thing is the axe upgrade. I'm going to actually make a separate block for this one. Let's get a new one of those. We'll put you on this side. We'll give you a little bit of power. We'll give you a sag mill. We will give you what upgrades do I want? Probably no. Not a charger. Well, charger and speed, sure. Let's do both of those. Queuing is the what I want. All right, and now let's just get some wood. And we're gonna put wood in there. Doesn't work. Why doesn't wood go in there? Oh, it does. Okay, I was gonna say. Cool. But wait, it's burning. That's not work. That's making wood pulp. That's not what I want. So instead of I put this axe upgrade, it chops logs into planks, just like it says. So instead of getting this wood pulp, we'll get planks. Stop going in there. Go in this slot. Much better. So if you want a way to... This Ender.io has a... I think has a chopper. Maybe it doesn't. But this allows you to put wood in and get planks out, which is very useful for auto crafting because planks are used very commonly, and usually your main input is wood. So you could have some kind of tree farm, puts wood in here, turns it into planks, and I think you get more. How many do we get per? I love the auto crafting here. Can I just do 1, please? 6. Okay, so it's better than crafting. You get 6 instead of 4. Guys, that is it. That is the Engineer's Toolbox. It is a Engineer's Toolbox. That's a completely different mod. This is the Engineer's Workshop. And it is an amazing mod. It's just 1 block, but highly configurable to do a lot of different things. You really need Ender IO to use it most effectively, but even without it, it is still amazing for the auto crafting and the being able to do 4 things in 1 block. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. And hopefully you guys are now experts at this mod in Feed the Beast Beyond. Don't forget you can grab it from the Twitch launcher and play it yourself. We'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Catch you later. Bye.